What's up guys, it's Super here and welcome to another Mortal Kombat video, and today we're going to be discussing some Mortal Kombat 11. Now there were some, quote-unquote leaks that came out. I don't even know when they came out. It might have been yesterday, it might have been a week ago, who knows. But I'm not really buying these leaks. I'm more using this as a, sort of a talking point or a discussion point. If some of these things maybe ended up coming true later on down the line, or just my opinions on, some stuff about MK11, because yeah, the leaks, you guys are probably going to hear a lot of, quote-unquote leaks coming out over the next couple of months, but until it hits like December, around December is when I remember we got the huge leak from an actual employee, or an art designer from NetherRealm working on Injustice 2. And that's when we got the huge leak that a lot of people, including myself, did not think it was true at first. And then character by character by character, it started becoming true. So that came out in like December. So that's when I expect something, if something's actually going to come out as a leak, that's when I expect it to come out. Of course, we're long ways away from MK11 being released, but I'm talking about like maybe details about MK11. So let's look at this, quote-unquote leak, and not really gonna go into the leak. I'm just gonna call it fake right now completely, but I just want to give some talking points here, and let's discuss some MK11. So Raiden is the main antagonist, which a lot of people do believe that is going to be the case. Let's see what else. So the characters that there's been a lot of artwork for so far include Kano, Li Mei, Noob Saibot, Nitara, Bo' Rai Cho, Johnny Cage, Shang Tsung, Jade, Taven, Dagon, Cassie Cage, Jackie, of course Jackie Briggs, Frost, Kenshi, Kotal Kahn, Jax, and Onaga. So don't care about this specifically. I just want to take these names and give you guys my opinions on the roster, if these characters will be in the roster. So far this would look pretty good. Of course, then you have Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, some of these characters that are staples in the game, Sonya, of course, Raiden. These characters would be added as well. That's a lot of characters already. I expect MK11 to have around 28, 30 characters, somewhere around there, as the base roster. Maybe a little bit over, maybe like 31 with a pre-order bonus. But Kano, Li Mei was actually a fan requested character for DLC. By the way, check out this Hunter Predator gameplay, man. I'm just like, oh, I love Hunter Predator so much. But another character, of course, Noob Saibot, would be absolutely amazing to make it into Mortal Kombat 11. I expect them to. I really do. I think Noob Saibot is, probably like number 3 most popular ninja. I would probably say, of course, Sub-Zero and Scorpion, 1 and 2 for sure, like by far 1 and 2. I would say Scorpion is just a little bit more popular than Sub-Zero, but then Sub-Zero's like number 2. And then you have Noob Saibot down there at number 3. Ermac is in the discussion as well, because Ermac is very, very popular. But I would say Noob Saibot's like the 3rd most popular ninja. I couldn't believe he didn't make it into Mortal Kombat X as DLC. So hopefully MK11, he does actually come true. Nitara, I think she's the demon lady, right? I think so. My memory right now is like all over the place, so I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's her. Would really be indifferent if she made it. Bo' Rai Cho, I hope this is not true. I'm sorry, you Bo' Rai Cho fans, but the fact that Bo' Rai Cho took a spot from a character like Noob Saibot or Rain, potentially making it into MKXL, still, I still don't like it. So Bo' Rai Cho, if he were to make it into MK11, I would be very disappointed and I would not play him. Maybe I'll learn him a little bit. I tried him out a little bit in MKX, and the Drunken Master was fun just because it's a very hard variation to use. It's not like because it's Bo' Rai Cho, it's just because it's a hard variation to use. But I would not want Bo' Rai Cho in MK11. Johnny Cage, of course. Come on, man. It's fucking Johnny Cage. Of course I want him in MK11. Shang Tsung, I really want him as well. The fact that he would play similar to, you know, Shinnok with the Hellsparks. Well, actually, in MK9, Shang Tsung had the Rising Skulls, right? And they reminded me a lot of the Hellsparks. So now that Shinnok is not going to be in the next Mortal Kombat game, you know, that could take a spot. And Shinnok's had something similar to Shang Tsung, where he would actually steal one of the opponent's moves, but of course Shang Tsung actually turns into that character and, you know, has all that character's movesets. So that would be awesome if he were to return. I've always been a fan of Shang Tsung. Jade, I'm to be honest, I'm indifferent if she makes it or not. If she makes it, all right, that's cool. If she doesn't, I'm fine with it as well. I have Kitana, I have Cassie Cage. You know, my MK waifus are covered for the next game. So if she makes it, cool. You know, I know there's a lot of Jade fans out there, so you guys will probably be happy. Taven and Dagon, you know, of course, they're probably going to end up making it no matter what, just because they're very important to the Armageddon storyline. And MK11 is going to be taking a lot of the 3D era Mortal Kombat characters. And of course, they've taken Taven and Dagon were very, very important to, you know, the Armageddon story, and apparently Blaze might make it in there as well, you know, so of course they're gonna make it. I'm fine with them making it. I don't really mind, you know. I never really played those characters back in the 3D Mortal Kombat era times. I think I played Armageddon for a bit. I don't even remember if I owned it. I might have rented it back when you know, video stores were a thing, like Blockbuster. I might have rented it, but the main games that I played were Deception and Deadly Alliance. Those were like the main 3D era games that I played, and a little bit of Mortal Kombat 4, actually quite a bit of Mortal Kombat 4. So those guys, like, if they're crucial to the story, they're crucial to the story. Not really like too much of a fan of them, to be honest. Cassie Cage and Jackie, of course I want them back in the game, man, come on. They were two of my favorite girls to play in MKX. I love their attitudes, and they're just very, very fun. So moving on to Frost. Frost would be really, really cool. I actually dug her design in Mortal Kombat X. If you guys remember, she was actually an NPC for very, very small appearance in the storyline for Mortal Kombat X. It was like when Cassie and the group actually went to the Lin Kuei Temple to look for Sub-Zero. They ran into Sub-Zero, and then like Frost came from behind, and she was you know, talking crap. Sub-Zero's like, "Do not disgrace us, please." And then of course she did, and he froze her, and that was the end of Frost as far as the Mortal Kombat X story. So I think she looked really cool, and I would like to see her in the game. Kenshi, of course, you know, Kenshi's always a badass. Keanu Reeves, I always love Kenshi. You know, a blind guy with a sword that has telekinesis, come on, who doesn't love Kenshi? Kodo Khan I actually really wanted in the game. He was one of the returning characters that I want to see in MK11 coming from MKX. I think he's just a straight up savage. I mean, you know, he rips your heart out in the fatality. He squeezes you to death. So I think Kodo Khan is definitely one of the baddest characters. Jax, gotta have Jax, classic Mortal Kombat character. And then you have Onaga as maybe an extra bad guy, or, you know, Raiden ends up turning good at the end of the story and Onaga comes out. I don't even know, you know. But if he's going to be in the game, if they're going to take from parts from like Armageddon and Deception, then I definitely see him in the game. But wouldn't it be cool if he was actually a playable character? Like, they would tone him down a lot like they did with Goro, and he were to, you know, he would be a playable character. That would be pretty cool. I would actually like to play as him, and Blaze as well. It's just they have to get toned down quite a bit. So that's the, you know, quote-unquote leaked characters, as far as there being a lot of artwork for those characters, meaning that they have a huge chance of being, you know, a huge part of Mortal Kombat 11. So that's my opinion on those characters. If they end up making it, you know, the ones that I said were a must for me, like Noob Saibot, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, characters like that, you know, those characters I really want. The other ones are sort of indifferent to me. If they make it, they make it, and it would be really cool for the fans of those characters. The only one that I really do not want is Boraicho, which unfortunately there's more of a likelihood that he will make it compared to him not making it. Let's see if there's anything else. So this leak apparently said that characters that died in Mortal Kombat X are not going to return in MK11. So that means like characters like Melina and Quan Chi. I don't remember who else died in Mortal Kombat X, but I do know that the characters that come to mind, like immediately, of course, are Melina in the hands of Devora, like a gruesome, you know, fatality that she did, and the other one is Quan Chi, who of course was killed by Scorpion. Those are the ones that come to mind, and apparently characters that died in MKX are not going to make it. So it's going to be interesting to see if Melina actually doesn't end up making it. Wouldn't that be crazy? I think that would be pretty crazy if Melina doesn't make it one way or another. Maybe she would be like a DLC character, because Melina is right up there, man. She might even be the most popular female character in all of Mortal Kombat. Actually, I'll go on a limb right now and say that Melina is the most popular female character in Mortal Kombat history. I think she's even more popular than Sonya. You know, Sonya's like an OG, Kitana as well, but I think Melina might be the most popular. Let me know what you guys think. I know that, you know, at least in MKX, she was very annoying. Like, she's always annoying, right? Because she has the ball roll that's insanely good in every game. She has a small hurt box, you know, she gets really annoying, but I think she's crucial to having a Mortal Kombat game. That's just me though. Like, I feel like we need Melina in a Mortal Kombat game to be a Mortal Kombat game. She's sort of like the Scorpion of female characters. I think it would be pretty dumb if they don't bring back Melina somehow. See, what else do they have here? Story mode will again be chapter based, and also there's gonna be NPCs returning. So that was one of the things that was a little controversial about Mortal Kombat X compared to Injustice 2, because I specifically remember an interview done by Ed Boon where he got asked about NPCs, and he said that because of the backlash and, you know, sort of like the confusion that people had with Mortal Kombat X and expecting DLC characters that were NPCs in the story mode, they decided not to go with any NPCs in Injustice 2. And if you guys remember, I don't believe there was any NPCs in Injustice 2. I think all the characters in the story mode were characters in the base game, and that was not the case with MKX. And of course, there was a pretty huge backlash, not getting Rain, not getting Baraka, not getting Sindel, characters like this that most people thought were actually going to be the Kombat Pack 2, and then they didn't end up being that. It ended up being, you know, completely different characters. And even though Kombat Pack 2 was ridiculously amazing, a lot of people were very upset we never got, you know, some sort of story pack DLC where we got the NPCs from the Mortal Kombat X story. So that's going to be very interesting to see moving forward in the future. Let me know if you guys would actually like NPCs in the MK11 story mode, or would you prefer not to have NPCs and maybe not get your hopes up of, oh man, this NPC might end up making it as DLC down the road. I actually like NPCs, you know. It's always nice to see a little appearance by a character that might not have made the cut, even though they look cool, like Anenra, you know, quote-unquote Smoke, Ninja Smoke. He ended up being like Anenra, and it was really cool seeing him, even though he didn't end up making it into the roster. Same thing with like characters like Nightwolf. So I actually like NPCs. But that's gonna be it for today's discussion on MK11. Any chance that I get to talk about MK11, I am taking it, even though this video will get demonetized because Mortal Kombat gets demonetized on on YouTube, unfortunately. I just love talking about, you know, a possible MK11. It's just, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan, so anytime that I get a chance to sort of have a discussion with you guys about characters in MK11 or anything MK11, I am there. So that is going to be the end of today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. What's going on? It's Super here, and thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys subscribed if you are not already. Also, check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.